Do you remember being a kid? Summer vacations felt like they lasted an eternity. A single school year felt like a lifetime. But now, you blink and suddenly it's December again. Weeks blur together, and a whole year vanishes before you even realize it started. Why does time seem to speed up as we get older? Why does childhood feel so incredibly long, while adulthood feels like a fast-forward button? It's a universal experience, and it's not just your imagination playing tricks on you. There's actual science behind this phenomenon. Let's dive into the fascinating psychology and neuroscience of how our brains perceive time. The first theory is purely mathematical. It's called the proportional theory. Think about it. When you are 5 years old, 1 year represents 20% of your entire existence. That's a massive chunk of your life. But when you are 50, 1 year is merely 2% of your life. As we age, each passing year becomes a smaller and smaller fraction of our total experience. So, mathematically speaking, a year feels shorter because it is a smaller proportion of the time you've been alive. But math doesn't explain everything. The second, and perhaps more powerful reason, has to do with how our brains process memories. When you're a child, the world is entirely new. Everything is a first. Your first time riding a bike, your first time tasting ice cream, your first time seeing snow. Because these experiences are novel, your brain pays close attention. It records rich, detailed memories to help you understand this new world. This intense processing of new information takes energy and focus. When you look back, you have a dense collection of detailed memories, making that period feel long and expansive. Now contrast that with adulthood. Routine takes over. You drive the same route to work, do similar tasks, and see the same people. Your brain is highly efficient. When it encounters familiar situations, it goes into autopilot. It doesn't bother recording detailed memories of your 500th commute to work. Because your brain is skipping over the repetitive stuff, fewer new memories are formed. When you look back on a routine year, there's less data to review, so the time feels like it passed in a flash. It's the difference between walking down a boring, straight hallway versus exploring a complex maze. The maze feels longer because there's more to process. There's also a biological component. Some researchers believe our internal biological clocks simply slow down as we age. Children have faster metabolisms and heart rates. Their internal metronome beats faster, making external time seem to drag on. As we age, our metabolism slows, and our brain's processing speed decreases slightly. This mismatch might make the outside world appear to be moving faster. So, time is speeding up. Is there anything we can do to hit the brakes? Can we reclaim that feeling of endless childhood summers? Yes. The key is to hack your brain's memory-making process by introducing novelty. Break your routines. Travel to new places, even if it's just a different neighborhood. Learn a new skill. Try foods you've never tasted. Be present. Practice mindfulness. When you actively pay attention to the details of your current experience, you force your brain to record more data. By feeding your brain new, rich experiences, you create more dense memories. When you look back, the year will feel fuller, richer, and yes, longer. Time is the most precious resource we have. We can't stop the clock, but by living intentionally and seeking out the new, we can definitely change how we experience the ride.